Beautiful people, we are live. We are live, running, and I'm really glad to be back finally. Okay, received the notification as well from my other YouTube accounts. So, yeah, just making sure that the sound is good. Let's see. Love from India, awesome. Yep, running all smooth. Nice to have you back. Hope that is the same for you. Let's see. I think people are joining. Good morning. Good morning, brother. Yeah, I think if you're connecting from India, should be evening there, right? Because now, as you can see, it's nice, bright, and shiny. But yeah, because it's US. So I'm in America now. America. The American dream. Living the American dream. I'm looking at the chat in the meantime. Awesome. Hi, Chintan. Chintan. Yeah, it's. Thank you for the voice. Thank you. Yeah, it's good microphone. Hopefully. Yeah, upgraded a little. And yeah, India 10:30 p.m. Yeah, I chose this specific time because of the timing to be all aligned all over the world, more or less. I mean, Australia and New Zealand, unfortunately, it's nighttime. But MSK, nice to see you here. But yeah, it's I think the best I can make by being in US now. It's 10 a.m. and I had some other work to do before this, so it's a good time. Are a bit clickbait my YouTube videos. I mean, I'm trying to make them juicy, but never clickbait. I always respect the thumbnail and what I say in the title to be present at least in the video, not to be like I'm back in Emirates as a cabin crew. No, I'm not. Back in Emirates, layover. That's really important, I put it there. So yeah, I hope that answer your question, Miss Tech Savvy. So here I am in US. There was someone commenting on the post that I made, community post that I made yesterday, saying asking if I love US, and I'm loving it. It's beautiful. It's one of the most fun countries that I go to. There's so many cities, so many places to see, and I've been traveling to some new places as well in this holiday. So yeah, and there was someone else asking me where I've been to. I'm in Los Angeles now. I'm in LA with a beautiful view. Actually, on the other side, you see the Hollywood sign, which is beautiful. If you see the Instagram stories, I showed him. Yeah, I can see it. I can see the Hollywood sign. Anyway, I've been doing a road trip all the way from Salt Lake City, and I'm reaching San Francisco. So tomorrow I'll be going to San Francisco, and that's why I'm making the live today, as it's a comfortable apartment, this one, good Wi-Fi. We haven't been connecting in a while, so it was just very much needed. I'm trying out different timings. Let's see, seeing in how many people connect. Usually I make it very early in the morning in US, which is early evening in Dubai. But yeah, we'll see. So this video, this live, is about answering some of the questions that I've been getting lately. On Emirates, I've been having so many messages, and I'm very glad and grateful for that. That you're asking me how to join Emirates, some tips and tricks, apart from the love and support that you give me, which is beautiful. So yeah, thank you for joining in today. That's really important. I really appreciate having you here, guys. And you can drop questions on whatever thing you want to say here as well. I'm looking at the chat. Mr. Kamrul, hi from Bangladesh. Nice to see you here, man. Emirates from Los Angeles on the A380. Yeah, I'm not flying Emirates now. I'm using other airlines at the moment because I'm doing routes that are not covered by Emirates. So yeah, that's about it. And I'll cover the first question. Let's go straight into it, which is regarding how is the relationship life in Emirates or as a crew in general? Because yeah, in the past days I've been getting a lot of questions, even personally, actually one to one, like how is to be, holding on to a relationship, be married, have a family when you are a crew. And yeah, this question came up in the messages, but also in a dinner that I had just 2 days ago here in LA with some friends. So that was, I think, the first question that I need to cover, and it's really challenging. It's really challenging, but it's possible. It gets really challenging when one of the two people in the relationship does another job. If it's just one cabin crew, then it gets challenging because the other person doesn't understand all the things, the details that are involved in being a crew. And one of the most common things is actually being jealous. And it's fair that there's jealousy, hopefully a sane and healthy amount. But if you're both crew, you understand that, it's okay. There's no need to be jealous more than what you would be in a normal relationship, in a normal scenario, in a normal job. So that's number one. That's thing number one. But yeah, the timings and routines are disrupted completely. So it's very challenging when you have kids as well. By being married and having a family, you also need to find a way to, keep a routine for the kids while maintaining the crazy routine that you have in your job, lifestyle, traveling all over the world. What I've seen happening in Emirates with the crew that have a family, they obviously try to get as many short flights as they can, and give away the long flights, the long hauls, and also give away the benefits, let's say, of traveling and being paid to travel, because you actually just want to go somewhere, come back as fast as possible, almost like it's if office job. So yeah, I've seen that happening. And obviously sometimes when both people are cabin crew, then you need to have someone else obviously looking after your kids. Either it's a family member, if you have family in the home base where you're living, then it's much easier, and I think it's the best because the kids will stay with a family member, not with a babysitter. But that's the other option, a babysitter. Ciao Himasha, all good. Yeah, for the ones that don't know it, me and Natalie broke up. Apparently, it's still not clear. It's many months that we have broken up. So yeah, I'm by myself. I'm making these videos, not only this video, by myself. So I'll be keep on covering the facts of Emirates, of life. The purpose stays the same. I'm still looking for where to settle down. I don't know yet. I'm here in US because it came up this opportunity of holiday with a friend of mine, and because there was a specific event in Salt Lake City. If you have been following what I've been up to in Instagram, because there it's much faster to share daily stories, then you have seen that I went to a conference, a seminar, which was beautiful, so rich in value. It was not only about business or motivation, it was actually technical things as well, since there were many speakers on different fields. If you know, Jim Quick is expert on brain activities and speed reading and memory. Is an amazing speaker and is an amazing person, businessman, very kind, down to earth. And yeah, just to give you an example of what kind of seminar that was, and it was beautiful. So with this opportunity of Salt Lake City, with this conference, then we got me and Gianluigi, a friend of mine, we got a holiday and a road trip out of it. So it's good. WhatsApp channel, not yet. I see the questions. But yeah, that's the thing, guys. With these travels, I actually see how challenging it is to keep up all the content. It's immensely challenging, because obviously by doing a road trip as well and exploring, keep on moving here and there, like on a daily basis. Like from the morning time, we go out and then we come back at evening and kind of exhausted, let's say, but a bit tired, so just doing as much as possible, but I don't have much time to edit or to actually do the active work. So that's the challenging part, that is actually kind of bringing a little stress, and that's what was before as well. And in the relationship as well, we were moving all the time, so it was not easy. So after this trip, which is ending in a week, actually a little more than a week, in 10 days, then I'll be relaxing for a few weeks so that I can take care of a lot of work and give you more content, so much more content. I have everything listed out, and I can't wait for that. Actually, I mean, I came out here even though like I'm by myself in the apartment now, and my friend is already out exploring. And then, yeah, but it was needed to connect, to connect. I missed you guys. I missed you, and yeah, needed to put out some more content. Obviously, the next video is still of Japan, okay? It's about Hiroshima, beautiful place, and then ending up with, there's Tokyo as well, Mount Fuji and Tokyo. Spoiler here because, yeah, you deserve it. I mean, you must know that already. Krishna, Emirates is the best airline in the world. I mean, yeah, it's one of the best ones. There's good ones, I gotta say, as well. I started to travel with other airlines now as well. And yeah, I gotta say, Okay, let me give you another spoiler. On the way to US, because I've given it on Instagram stories, you have seen that. I took my first self-funded business class trip from London to Chicago. Finally. That was about time. So that was amazing. It was an experience that was slightly different from what I've had in the past, because I've flown business Emirates, but it was not self-funded. It was provided by the company in order to get me from point A to point B and perform a duty afterwards or before that. So now it actually felt good to do a business class trip. Actually, a long one. Was 10 hours to 11 hours, something like that. Well, actually, slightly less, 9 or 8. So it was really nice. And United, I've flown United, was really good in business with a good aircraft. I think it was 787 maybe. Ooh, Neo. Okay, if you know about aircraft, you know what I'm talking about, and you might know it better than me. So let me see some more question. Where am I now? I'm in US, Los Angeles, 10:13 a.m. Okay, then let me see some more questions. Yeah, I can see dream job is being cabin crew, and that's why I'm coming here actually, to answer some questions that you might have, and to give you tips, and there's some videos already that have been made in the past regarding how to join Emirates, but I'm going to be making more and more, and to help you directly, because I can see so many messages asking me for specific things, which is, yeah, very detailed and tailored for each one of you. Let me sip a little bit of coffee. Talking a lot. Yeah, by being alone, I'm the only one talking, but for now. No, just kidding. If I met some tweet, no, not yet actually. Yeah, is a great content creator, great guy. I've seen his videos, and they're really nice actually. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that in the future. Who knows? Actually, a guy that I'm in contact with, which is a friend of mine, is Nonstop Dan. So yeah, I've been obviously we met a few times already, and yeah, we're always in contact. And he's another travel enthusiast, and yeah, that's how actually I got to think about the business class trips a bit earlier than what I would have done by myself, because he shared some good tips to get the best deals, because he has been traveling. Maybe you follow him. I mean, maybe you know who I'm talking about. Let me know in the chat. Do you know who Nonstop Dan is? Let me know. because he has been traveling since he was, oof, let me see. I mean, an enthusiast about traveling since he was 12, taking pictures of aircrafts and stuff like this, and then started very young to travel by himself, and with points and redemptions, and different airlines. So very good, yeah. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Masha. Happy birthday. Awesome, awesome. Hope that you're celebrating good. And continuing, yeah, sorry, continuing the question, and answering completely to that, the challenge of actually being in a relationship, it's that one what I mentioned, um, and yeah, because of the lack of routine that there is, it's actually also very challenging, not impossible, because there's always the opportunity to do things properly, but it's challenging to, kind of take care of each other, go out for a date because maybe you come back at different timings, someone is tired, exhausted because they've done a long flight, the other person is so pumped up because I had 3 days off, so it's really diversifying the type of lifestyle. At the same time, the good side of it is that having a relationship where both people are cabin crew, it gives each other the space needed to miss each other so much more, and spend time alone, which I think is vital. And even if one of them is cabin crew only, and the other person has a regular job, like having time off each other, I think it's necessary, and not because of any weird thing, but because you actually get to miss the other person more. You get to appreciate, perhaps, you might appreciate them obviously if you're 24/7 there as well, but you might enhance the appreciation for them because you don't have them there, and it's like, okay, where's my partner, and what I think that's one of the most beneficial points is that you get to spend time with yourself, with your own mind, with your own heart, and not actually seeking to do something for the other person all the time, which that was for me. I always thought about the other person, even though maybe many times I was being perceived as the opposite, okay? But that would be my intention, to always think about, okay, is the other person okay? Is my partner feeling good, and everything, always caring for the other one. But it's really necessary sometimes to, sit down and be like, okay, where am I? What am I doing? How am I feeling? And through these questions, where should I go now? What should I do? I think it's basic, it's fundamental. And to divert a little bit on this, there was a person yesterday that sent me a message. I think a few days ago as well, but yesterday I've seen it, and it was. Sorry, in the meantime, I'm trying to take care of a couple of things here in the live. Tanish, please stop spamming in the chat. If you stop, okay. Otherwise, I need to pause you from the live in for 10 minutes, okay? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And yeah, I don't know what you're even saying, but let me see the chat. I turn up. Non-stop them, you know him. That's good. That's good, yeah. And yeah, okay, let me continue that one. Someone sent me a message saying that there's I lost that one a little bit. That oh wow, I lost it completely, guys. Just a second. Okay, let me come back to that one. I've encountered unruly passengers on Emirates flight. I'm going that because I lost my point, so I'll keep on taking that one later. Because yeah, I'm trying to save the chat from being blocked completely from the spams. Okay, live chat, perfect. I can't do much about it actually. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot. Let me see from here. Okay, from the actual YouTube platform. Thank you for your patience, guys. Thank you, appreciate that. but I cannot access it from my own account. That's really weird. Okay, let me try now. View channel live. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Put user in timeout. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now I've been accessing the chat and taking care of that one for now. Yeah, because otherwise the chat gets blocked and none of you can type and text. So that's that would be unfortunate. So yeah, let me come back to that one that I had before. This person texted me that, I mean, it's not all about money. It's not all about what I'm sharing. You know, it's let me get to the message again so that I can clearly tell you what was about. If I can find it again. Well, it's really challenging actually to find messages. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and okay. Thank you for the patience. I got to the point what I wanted to say. That this person is saying, it's not good for anyone, especially the young people, to receive a message that you are relying on yourself solely, you know. And I completely disagree with that, because it's vital to be able to rely on yourself first. Fundamentally, you need to be able to be good with yourself, feel good in your own skin, and being proud of the person you are, and feel that you're always growing. You know, you need to be good with yourself. There's some people that I know, a few people that can't spend time alone. They're always looking to be with someone. They're always seeking to be with someone because they can't spend time alone. And it's really mind-blowing to me, because I mean, you are the only person that is going to spend the rest of your life with 24/7 non-stop. You are the only one. So I mean, you need to be able to be good with yourself. Otherwise, it's very challenging even to go over any relationship, either it's friendships or romantic relationships. It's really challenging to have a healthy one. You know, that's my opinion, and that's why I'm focusing a lot on myself now, and might be looking selfish or egoistic or whatever, you know, but I mean, it's necessary. That's one of the primary reasons why the relationship with Nati has not gone any farther, you know, because one of the reasons, obviously, I said, because I had challenges that I needed to take care of. And that's me as an individual, me as a person, to be able to take care of those and solve them. And I can do that only by myself. I mean, I can have the help of someone else. However, I'm the one that needs to do the work. I'm the one that needs to be looking inwards and find the way. So yeah, I think that is very necessary. And to be honest, I've been in this message. There was also the fact of, you know, being superficial and talking about like money or freedom. I mean, money. I mean, I don't talk much about money actually on Sense the Lens, so that's not the case. But freedom, yes, absolutely. I mean, isn't freedom important? I think that the freedom is one of the most important things. Otherwise, I mean, what have humanity gone through with all the events that happen in history? Like, freedom is important, and that's why okay, now I don't remember the exact word, but one of the main laws here in US is freedom of speech. As simple as that, you know, and it's a very big thing. If you're American, you know that you are able to say anything you want, unlike actually the Arabic countries, you know, that's very different. And yeah, not necessarily that here it's actually very good, the fact of being able to say anything, because it's good to have boundaries. That's what I think. It's good to have boundaries. It's good to have rules that you need to stick to in order to have a good community. So I think that Arabic countries are doing good as well. I mean, America, yeah, should improve a lot. That's for sure. So the fact of having freedom of speech doesn't actually, result in a very good working society. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, here in LA, guys, there's so many people that are homeless and in kind of disrupted situations on the streets. It has increased a lot throughout the years, so it's very challenging. Wow. Yeah. So that's my answer to that. I mean, it's vital to have freedom, and I'm finding myself to be more free than ever now, because obviously I'm bringing the work with me. I do different things, not only YouTube, but this is giving me the ability to be free and to choose anything I want. And the fact, obviously, to not be in a relationship enhances the freedom, because I don't have to be accountable to anyone. I just can do anything I want, anytime I want, and not needing to report to anyone. So that's an extreme freedom. And some people might find it lonely, but I'm a lonely guy. I'm a lone wolf. So I actually enjoy being alone. Obviously, I love being with family. I love being with friends. I enjoy that a lot, immensely as well. But I think I'm one of those people that really appreciates the fact of being alone much more than the average person, I would say. So, will me and Natalie ever get back together? I'm gonna repeat it here. Ain't gonna happen. Never, never, never. We're never gonna get back together. That's it. And yeah, it might be heartbreaking a little bit for you guys, but it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna see us back together. That's for sure. That's one. That's one answer. How did you learn the English language? Good one, because actually my schoolmates, we have a group in WhatsApp, and they were telling me, Stefano, you remember that you were barely having the basic, the passing grades. And like, I mean, actually, just slightly above. I pointed that out, But yeah, I was struggling in school with English. The English teacher was very thorough, in the grammar and pronunciations as well. I mean, I always enjoyed actually pronouncing English in a good manner, not just to have my Italian accent and that's it. No, actually trying to be as thorough with the language as I could possibly have done. So still a lot to improve. Obviously. But how I did it, I just put out myself, in the environment of needing to speak. And that's the best way, because school, yeah, gives you the formation, the foundation of the grammar and how to construct phrases, and it's really important. But at the end of the day, what gets you to speak fluently is actually speaking to people. That's why actually many schools or universities, they get exchanges with other schools, so they swap students and they send them to other countries where they speak that language, perhaps, because that's the best way to learn. Getting uncomfortable and risk it to not being understood, not understand other people, but you gotta get uncomfortable in order to grow. That's with languages, and that's with life. For sure. You gotta get uncomfortable in order to grow and to progress in some way or another. Obviously, there's different tiers, different levels of uncomfortableness. But if we stay comfortable in our seat, in our couch, 24/7, not much is going to change, perhaps. There's always exceptions, But yeah, it's silly to think that things will change for us automatically, just like that, like winning a lottery. It's not like that. It's not easy. It's challenging, and that's actually part of one of the messages that I've seen as well. like making easy money, being rich, having an easy life. Actually, I'm preaching preaching the opposite completely. Like, has not been easy, has not been a straight path, has been continuously like this, and that's why I'm sharing all of this. Actually, the fact of having left Emirates and Dubai has been challenging, very challenging. Has been a jump into the unknown completely, and that's why I keep sharing everything. I try to share as much details as I possibly can, because I think that can be really beneficial to you guys to see what does risks, what does risk 2.0 look like. And this is also the result of taking risks and getting results. So the fact of now me being here in Los Angeles is the result of hard work, taking the opportunities, taking a chance, risk, and keep on moving forward. Getting uncomfortable. How many times I got uncomfortable? Like for this live as well, I got uncomfortable because I felt stressed. I felt like I was delayed. I was on delay because I needed to put out a video. I wanted to come out here way before than today. But a mix of moving around and not having the ability to do that, I could have done it from the phone, actually. So that's part of procrastination. So, yeah, actually, smashing procrastination is vital. And I'm sharing this because, we all go through things, all of us. And it's how we overcome them. It's how we face these challenges that makes a difference. So, yeah, I'm here now. Hope that you're enjoying the live with this because, it was challenging. I mean, it's just a video, something that helps me a lot. It's simplifying things, simplify as much as possible, and that gets me so much farther than what I could have possibly thought of. Let me see some other question. Hi, Umaira. Hello. How working for Emirates Airline feels like? It feels awesome, to be honest. I mean, the first 2-3 years have been a blast, a blessing, really. Then things after the third, fourth year, pardon me, started to feel a little different. I was saying to some friends as well that the excitement that you have the first 3 years is up to the roof, over the roof. And as time passes and you see so many countries, so many destinations, you actually go to the layovers and reach the destinations as a crew more like, okay, yeah, I'm in Christchurch, New Zealand. Okay, that's nice. Okay, shall we go dinner? It's sad to look at it in this way, because I remember in the first years I was looking at the crew that was there for 5-10 years, and they were just staying in the hotel room, eating their food, perhaps they brought it from home, and I'm like, that's so sad. Why do you even do this job? To be honest, I was wondering, and then I got it. Then I experienced a similar thing. I mean, I never stayed in the hotel room just for the sake of staying there, ever. If wasn't for a specific reason, like doing some work. I mean, I wasn't working much then. Apart from the last part where I was doing the online course, I was creating the nutrition course online. But apart from that, I never stayed in a hotel. Always went out, always pumped up. So yeah, it feels amazing the first 3 years, and then you might see the downfalls of the slightly less good parts of being a crew in Emirates. Which obviously, I mean, it's a big company, provides you with so many discounts, accesses to so many places in Dubai, and obviously pays for your travel while you go anywhere. So it's beautiful and takes care of everything. So as you arrive to the airport, let's say in LA, Dubai, Los Angeles, 16 hours, very long flight, one of the longest. 16 hours, you have a rest on board, like 3-4 hours maybe, on average. It can be more, less than that, that's tough, but can be more than that. 3-4 hours rest on the flight in the CRC, cabin crew rest compartment actually. And as you arrive, there's the bus waiting for you, driving you to the hotel. The hotel is paid for you. You just check in, take the key, go to the room, You take the allowance. I mean, in the past we used to collect the allowance, which is the money that physically, taking the cash, which was really nice to take cash, directly from the counter of the hotel room. But nowadays it's sent directly to your bank account with the salary. Okay, so that's you don't get that physically anymore. And then you go to the hotel room, get changed, get a shower or whatever, sleep, and then you're in the city. You're there as a tourist, and you have been paid to be there for whatever amount of hours. Then there's the pickup time. So you know that the day after or whatever time you need to be in the hotel ready, because there's the bus taking you to the airport and you come back. It feels awesome. It feels good, and you feel spoiled. So that's a really nice experience to travel the world, because you're taken care of, and you are obviously you are safe, because the whole company uh, organizes things for you in order to be safe, because you need to bring the airplane back. And during the layover as well, like, they suggest you what to do, what not to do, to be the safest. You can go here, you cannot go there, because it's not safe. So it's really nice, especially being young. It's the best way to travel the world. If you get the chance, do this. Doesn't have to be Emirates only. There's other airlines as well. I mean, the competitors in the Gulf area are doing a good job as well, even though might be not as good as Emirates, but yeah, it's good. Qatar Airways or Etihad was, I mean, in Qatar they have been uh, relaxing a little bit on the restrictions on the crew. Okay, like going out in Doha. So yeah, it's actually a bit better now to be in the company in Qatar than it was before, because before it was very strict, like extremely. It felt like a kindergarten. So yeah, if it's not too personal to answer respectfully, what made us to separate? Many challenges. I mean, I've mentioned a little bit before at the beginning of this live, a little bit. But yeah, maybe more details I keep them for the future, as I already covered some in another live. But yeah, many. How can I answer very briefly to that? It's for my side, challenges that I've been having from my past. I haven't been able to solve them in the present moment during the relationship. So I was bringing some difficulties in the relationship that made it challenges for us to keep moving forward, and we were both having our own priorities, which many were matching, but some maybe were not. One of them being entrepreneur for me. It's really important for me to continue this journey in showcasing what's being leaving a job, a 9 to 5 or whatever kind of job, and starting to take a chance on yourself. There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 again, okay? If you're happy with that, awesome. I'm happy for you. But I wasn't. So I needed to seek for more and go for more. And for me now, it's I'm living up to what's my calling. I still have so much to tune into and to share as well, and get vulnerable, which I love, to connect more. But yeah, that was one of the biggest difficulties, because perhaps she, without the perhaps, I mean, and I wanted to give more stability, both work-wise, economical-wise, and place-wise as well. So even though we were making choices and decisions together, at the end of the day, there were some things that, yeah, deep down were touching her and touching me deeply, so that we tried to make it work for a long time. But then at the end, I was like, okay, can't work anymore. That's it. So yeah, that's about it, and that's a brief explanation, right? It was clear enough, right? Yeah, seems like clear enough. US flight attendant tend to be older. Indeed. Yeah. For example, now on United, yeah, like, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful, but yeah, they were older than what's the average age on Emirates. Yeah, that's for sure. So let me see some question because I missed some points. Okay, Vinesh say non-stop Dan. That's awesome. I wanted to ask about internship in airline. What do you mean about that exactly? If you can develop Zarana, I'm happy to answer that. You wanna be Emirates cabin crew, but you can't speak English. Okay, and that is what I'm gonna cover. What I can add to the question that been made before that I was answering. The fact of not speaking good English should not be a factor to keep you from applying and going there. Obviously, you need to speak a basic English, obviously. The level that they tell you that you need to have is B1 of English, okay? Pardon me, a B1. So if you know that you're more or less there or even slightly below, don't worry and go. Go to the open day, go to the assessment, go to the invite only event. You need to look at Emirates.com website to be able to see the locations and you know what I'm talking about, right? On the website they tell you on the city, Milan, let's say, or New Delhi, there's an open day this day at this location, or there's an invite only event at this location this day. And for this invite only, you actually need to apply on the website first in order to be able to go there and attend to the event and apply. Okay, so that's the difference. But regarding the English, I mean, go for it because as you go through the training, you will learn. You will get to speak more and more. There were people that were not good whatsoever in English, even worse than my English that was not a top tier whatsoever. It was not as nearly as good as this one is. So I don't know if you consider my English currently right now good, but it was like a 20% of it in being able to speak. Like I've been looking at a video that I made back in 2017. I started actually vlogging some things and not for this kind of content, but for food. I was really into nutrition, so that's actually what got me to start my first online product was an online course on nutrition. So perhaps you know that already. I've been mentioning it just a couple of times on this channel, and I've been making some videos showing the food. I'm cooking this, and this is very good for this reason. My English was horrible, and I was already in Emirates for over almost a year, yeah. So, and I've been already going through the whole training of 2 months. So, go for it. Get uncomfortable. I mean, if they accept you with the level of English that you have, then it means that it's good for them, So, yeah. You just need to meet their standard. You can't fake it at the interview or the open day. You can't fake it. So if you speak the minimum standard that they have, then you're good. They might be taking you. And if not, you have already the experience of having gone to the event, having been there. You see already what's like, and you take the next 3-6 months to learn more and more. Like I've seen someone saying actually Duolingo. Yeah, Duolingo, Speakly. We've been using it in the past, Speakly as well, to learn some languages. So go for it. Yeah, English and practice. I know for a fact that there's some websites or platforms that allow you to connect with other people and just talk. Enter a video call or a normal call and talk in whatever language you want. You actually select the languages that you want to learn and the ones that you speak, so that you actually learn with each other, And make a research. I don't know any of the names of these platforms, but I heard that they're actually quite good. I mean, if you don't have anyone to speak to in English, then that might be the way to go for. But I mean, to be honest, you have me now. So if you're here, means that you understand, which is already a good side. It's a good point. So keep on working, man. Keep on working, or woman. Let's see some other comments. Why Dubai is not the list for long-term living anymore? That's a good one as well. Let me get some coffee first. Okay, that's a very good question. And the reason for that is it's about, I need to develop this answer a bit more. But first point is that Dubai is missing a little bit of a soul. What I mean with that is that it misses the kind of Latin passion vibe, something that goes with music, um, connect with people in a different way. Even though I'm a lonely wolf, but yeah, when you walk on the streets, you actually feel that it's a bit empty. That has gotten my feeling. Okay, that's the perception I have, the view I have on what I felt for 5.5 years in Dubai, coming from a country that is extremely welcoming in a way of hugging, showing signs of affection. That's really a big difference as well, because in Arabic countries, especially in Dubai, I mean, in this case, I'm talking about Dubai. You're not allowed to show extreme signs of affection. Now, holding hands, it's okay. It's being accepted, but hugs and other things are not accepted. And in Italy, I mean, it's completely opposite. So, with guys, I mean, with guys, a hug, and girls as well. It's very normal. So, and yeah, just the way of being, it's completely different. So that's one of the first things that I've noticed that in Dubai I was kind of missing. Then second thing, the weather. For me, it's it's a bit too much. The summer in Dubai, if you're not working as a cabin crew, that you get away anytime, you got just stay 8 days of the month in Dubai, and then the rest you are spending them on the plane or on other destinations, then it might be challenging, because the heat is extreme. And to be honest, yeah, I'm not for staying inside as much. Yeah, I always love to go out and move around, and hence my lifestyle, that constantly on the road, non-stop. So those are two of the main reasons that I feel Dubai is not good for me for long-term living. And I mean, it's really expensive, but obviously it has good sides and downsides. The fact of being very expensive within Emirates, like while I was working in Emirates, was still good, because Emirates gives you so many discounts in the whole city that allows you to get things accessible much more than if you will not have those discounts, which means in restaurants, activities, pools, resorts, clubs, fun, sports, you have all types of discounts. So that was really good. And yeah, one other thing, I mean, cultural wise, the Arabic country is very different. I Not necessarily, actually, that's a point that made me choose not to go for Dubai. Actually, might be good, because I like the Arabic cultures. I really like them. So actually, might be one of the reasons why it makes me come back to Dubai. Who knows? But yeah, if I would choose Dubai again in the future, it would be as a secondary home and not as a primary base. Yeah, everything can change still, but that's my opinion on that now. Let's see. Hello, Humaira. Nice to see you here. Hi, Vale. I think it's you, Vale. If yeah, I don't see the picture on your profile, but yeah, nice to see you here, Vale. And that was you making that question. That's good. Let's see, Ascanio. Hey, Ascanio. All good. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you. Do you have friends working at Etihad? Do you know what it's like to work there? Etihad. Etihad. I've been speaking to some people working in Etihad. It's actually very similar to Emirates. So yeah, by being based in Abu Dhabi, they have a similar lifestyle. So the main differences are actually coming down to where you're based. Abu Dhabi is much more chilled than Dubai. And some people like it more because it's a bit more like European cities. You can walk a bit more on the streets. It's not. I mean, it's really big as a city, but Dubai, you barely can walk down the street if you're not in Marina, Dubai Marina, or yeah, basically that's it. You can't walk. But Abu Dhabi, it's a bit more accessible in that way, a bit more relaxed, a proper residential area, I will say. So that's one of the main differences. Because then, I mean, as you travel, you're on the plane. The planes are basically similar, almost the same. If not the same, actually. I don't know that how's the situation now. I think they have a couple of more aircrafts that Emirates doesn't have, smaller ones. So then it comes down to the same situation. You go to the layover, you are provided with a hotel, and you go the layover, you go out. So that's the same. It's a good solution, Etihad to Emirates as well. So you might be choosing either or. Might be good. I'm gonna try to get more specific. I apologize for that. More specific information on it, so that next time I can suggest better. How to answer the questions? What is the duties of cabin crew during interview? That's a good one. Okay, so getting technical here, guys. I love it. Loving it. So I'm seeing myself burping in the meantime. I apologize for that view. So those questions, how to answer that? It's really important that you put safety first. Safety is the most important thing that there is in aviation, and safety and security, and being able to perform the safety procedures according to standard. Save this phrase. Being able to perform the safety procedures according to standards. And I'm actually trying to phrase things in a way that companies love. The big companies, especially Emirates and so many other like Emirates, love to have the way of the phrases put in a way that sounds like they do, like they put them in the manual. If you actually say something like this, if you answer to that question in this way, they will be like, okay, have you been a crew before? Have you done some training? Yeah, for sure. Because come on, that's the proper way of speaking. And you get that after a couple of years, you actually understand, or maybe a year or even less, you get how the company wants you to perform your duties and speak. Yeah. So being able to perform safety and security procedures up to standards, that's the most important thing. And then taking care of the customers like it will be your family members. So being always attentive and making sure that everybody on the plane is comfortable while always respecting the safety and security procedures. I mean, if you say this, I think you cannot be any more right than this. Hope that that answered your question, Mohammed. Let me know if you want me to cover some more details of it. But that's good enough. It's actually short, straight to the point, and the interviewer will be like, "Damn, yeah, that's about that." Speakly, it's good. The app for learning languages. Speakly, the only downsides is that they don't have so many languages, but the good side is that those languages in the app are really good. Like it's been developed really good because the developers of the app actually speak those languages. So it's really a good point. Not just learning like on Google Translator, that translates whatever. You actually get a proper language teaching. Hola desde Brazil, Kleber. Muito obrigado tenerte. Very nice to have you here. I'm trying to speak Portuguese a little bit since half of my foot is there. Half of 1 foot. So I want to ask if there is time to visit enough country, in the country, I expect, in which I worked as a cabin crew. I mean, your question, music for real, is a good point. you get a certain amount of hours when you travel to a country that is for work. So you actually get, I would say, a trailer of what's the destination, of what's the city. So you don't actually get to explore as much as you would in a holiday. But considering that you're going there for free and being paid for it, to be honest, it's the best. You do the most important things. For example, if I went to when I actually went to an important destination, to an iconic place, like for example, LA, LA. Let's say I'm here now. Perfect example. The first time that I came here was with Emirates, being a crew, and I did the Hollywood sign tour. So we rented a van with obviously a tour guide that just drove us around LA, and we did the most iconic spots. So Hollywood sign, Walk of Fame. I was gonna say Walk of Shame. The Walk of Fame, and what else did we do? I think and the Santa Monica. Those were the three things that we did because are the most important. I mean, you might say are the most important things to see in LA. Then there's so much more to see in LA, and so many more local places as well. Local, I mean, kind of hidden places. But you get already a first sight of what's LA. Then what I can recommend is that once you get that destination once again, another time, then you have already seen those places, so you can actually search for the other ones, for the other things that you want to see. For example, what I did after that layover, the second time that I came here, I went to basketball game. How awesome is that? Come to US and watch a basketball game here in LA. I think they were the Lakers, obviously. The Lakers playing with someone else that I don't remember who. And that's what I've done. And I went to some local places. I don't remember if I was vegan already or not. But yeah, I mean, I have some favorite cafes here that I go to in LA that made me feel like I'm leaving the place as a local and not just a tourist going to the Hollywood sign, So that's how I enjoy the layovers, and I think it's one of the best ways. As soon as you go to the destination, like do the must things so that you have that one ticked off, and then if you come back, you might be coming back. At least you've done that, and you can do the rest. But if you do the other things first, then you never come back. You haven't done the Hollywood sign, and it's like, oh damn it, I wish I would have done that the first time, So yeah, that's the way I undertake the layovers. So it's a good trailer, and to be honest, in some destinations it's actually enough for one day only. In some cities, for example, I'm gonna say a random destination, Frankfurt. To be honest, Frankfurt is a beautiful city, clean, a tiny big city, but it's enough to see it in a day. I mean, there's not so much. It's very gothic, the style and the culture there, which is beautiful to see. But I mean, to be honest, it's not like San Francisco. It's not like New York. So in a day, it's really nice. And then I did a like this. Anyway, so yeah, it's really enough for a day for some destinations. Yeah, I can see if I put my thumb up, the like appears. Adil, my partner is not my partner anymore. Me, myself, and I. I think you asked that before, guys. Come on. In another life, but I've seen you before. Nice to see you again, Adil. Adil, you're Rehman. Trying to pronounce things in the best way, names in the best way. I'm in LA full time now. No, Latifa, I'm not here full time now. I'm actually here until tomorrow only. Los Angeles is seeing me until tomorrow only, and then actually driving. I'm having a road trip, and I'm going to San Francisco tomorrow. So if any of you is in San Francisco right now, hit me up a message on Instagram or comment here below. Actually, if you comment after the video, actually, okay. After the video, let me know here. Yeah, just let me know here. Tell me if you're in San Francisco. We can do a quick meetup just for you in the live. just for you in the life. How awesome is that? Okay, this is awesome. Let's do this. If you're in San Fran, let's meet. Then I'll be going to New York, but just for a couple of days. And after that, this is an exciting one. After that, I'm going to a new country. How awesome is that? How new is that? Because lately I've been going to countries that I've already been. Yeah, it's a new experience. You wanna know where? You wanna know? Let me know in the chat if you wanna know where, or I'll keep it as a surprise for later because I'm be making a full YouTube video about that. Let me see other questions. Mike, your cabin crew open day for Emirates is in 2 days. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, loving the energy. That's good. I'm happy. I'm really glad. Whenever I see someone that is going to the open days or assessments or interviews, that you send me messages or even in the comments, I'm so happy. Like it's so good, and despite the fact that I've been leaving Emirates, but I done that for 5.5 years, and I know how exciting it is at the beginning, and to be honest, it's a beautiful experience. I suggest it to everyone, even to my little sister, that she's 18 now. She will be able to join once she's going to be 20/21. So I told her, like, if you want to go, it's an amazing experience. Like, you get paid to travel, then do it for 2 or 3 years. You see the world, and then you might be wondering, where should I base myself? Because the more you travel, the more difficult it is to choose. So, I mean, short answer actually to the fact of living in LA, nah. LA ain't gonna see me here. Ain't gonna see me here full time. I have some good friends here, but no, it's not for me. It's beautiful, but I mean, it's beautiful, but not that beautiful. I apologize for that, but yeah, there's so many beautiful places here, but it's crazy expensive as well. Like, it's out of the mind completely. So it's undoable. It's more like nowadays in US. Many cities in US like Las Vegas that have been before LA, it's more expensive than Dubai. Like, how crazy is that? And Dubai was one of the most expensive places. I think it was top one. Iceland was was there, but Dubai was number one always. And nowadays it's not anymore. Like for a burrito, okay, Mexican burrito, which it's a basic almost fast food, okay, but it's actually quite healthy if they make it in a proper way. Like, you range it between $12 to $27, like, for one burrito. This is nuts. That is nuts, really. So yeah, nice to see you, Celeste. Nice to see you. Let me see, because you text in Portuguese. So I'm translating. Yeah, it's a while that I'm not being on YouTube. Yeah, you're right. I didn't count how long, but it's glad to be back, and thank you for joining in. Coleman as well. Thank you. I know you, man. I know you, B. Coleman. I've seen you many times before. I'm happy that you're joining in from Canada. Yeah, Canada is another place that I haven't been yet that is on my list. I have to come to Canada, but not in the winter. That's for sure. Or actually, might be even more beautiful in the winter. But yeah, the cold, it's intense. How many countries have I visited, Latifa? I think I've counted that. Okay, I counted with the turnarounds. I think I was 75, but obviously turnarounds don't count because I land, I stay in the aircraft, and then I go back again. So yeah, fair enough, they don't count. I think now I'm 68. 67, 68 country. I'm gonna be adding one more in 10 days. How amazing is that? Yeah, nobody said that you want to know what's the country. So yeah, keep it as a surprise. Ah, okay, someone, Vale, yeah. Vale, you know it. Yeah, you guessed it. You heard it before because I mentioned it before. But yeah, Argentina it is. Argentina. Let's go to bailar tango. I'm gonna dance tango. Learn it. That would be awesome, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, well, why not? Why not? I'm gonna be spending almost a month there, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for sure. And Mike, you're saying second time attending to the open day, and you're last. Why you're last? I wonder why you will not try again in case this don't go as you expect. But I like the attitude. Yeah, okay, I got it now. Okay, yeah, and your last correct because you're going to be accepted. Awesome. Let's go for it, Mike. Let's go for it. From the profile picture, I can see you're quite young, right? That's good, man. That's good. I'm really glad for that. You know, getting out there, we're young. You know, getting experiences, seeing the world. It's the best way, in my opinion, because I've done that, to open up your mind and to see and to gain so much experience. You know, because I see actually compared to my friends as well, close friends as well. I see in how I approach the world. To be honest, I mean, in general, the fact of being able to travel, to have traveled in this way with Emirates, got me so much experience, man. It's crazy. So as I go anywhere, I'm comfortable now, you know, because I have been to Africa, I've been to poor countries, I've been to rich countries, I've been dangerous countries, safe countries. So I have gained enough experience to be comfortable in many situations. Okay, never it's never always okay, but it's good, you know, and I think it's one of the best way, and that's what I'm telling my sister as well. Get out there, travel, see the world, because it's not the world is not your country. Your country is just a part of the world, and there's so much to see. So everyone, I think traveling, apart from the reels that they make nowadays, you know, like travels gains you a tremendous amount of wisdom when you travel. You know, these reels, you must have seen them. They're quite funny, but actually true. I mean, it gives you a new perspectives on the world, because, for example, coming to US, you think that what you see in the movies is just a movie, but damn no, it's freaking real life here. That's crazy. My friend, I was here, obviously I'm here with my friend, and I was at dinner with other friends, and he was coming home alone. I mean, by himself here to the apartment, and on the way he saw a man that jumped on a car and hang on to the car. It was walking. The car was still, but then obviously the driver, we couldn't see clearly the driver, but the police car passed in the front and didn't see that man. So the car started driving with that man on top, on the roof of the car, and started driving and going around chasing the police car to get help. And that's he sent me the video, because I was like, what did I miss? Oh my lord. That's crazy. Those are kind of things that you see in the movies, but not only in the movies, because yeah, they're really happening. So it's actually mind blowing what you can see in so many countries, you know. And in Africa as well, I've been mind blown for seeing how's the real situation there. I've been to Kenya. I think one of the most impactful one was Abuja, actually, in Nigeria. Was really interesting to travel to those countries as well. Yeah. And Vale, you dance Argentinian tango? That's amazing. Yeah, they do that in the streets, right? In Buenos Aires. Oof. ¿Quieres bailar? I mean, yeah, I like to dance. Yeah, I like to dance Latino dances, you know. Nati is, Nati is half Bolivian, so yeah, we danced a lot. I mean, not as much as she would have wanted to, but yeah, I know how to do the basics, let's say. A little bit more than the basics. Come on, I've taken some classes as well, so that's good. I'm not bus simulator time. Are you gonna depart from Newark? No, I think I will depart from JFK. Yeah, most likely. I took the ticket already, but I don't remember. That's my life. So many tickets, because I'm taking a flight from San Francisco to New York as well. So yeah, there's so many tickets on my list now. I think I have. Okay, I think I have New York, then New York, Argentina, then I have back to Europe, then I do a travel in Europe, and then come back to Italy. So I have 5 plane tickets booked in ahead of time now in front of me, which is like actually quite new. Yeah, I don't usually book so many in advance. Let's see. Wow, we are already over an hour. That's amazing. Well, it felt like 20 minutes. That's awesome to have you all here, guys. I really enjoy it. That's awesome. And let's see. I have actually many questions now. Let's cover them. I'm not going away now. Let's see. Let's see how many countries can I visit in a year as a crew. I bet that you mean. I mean, you can visit countless amount of countries. Keep in mind, in a month, you might be having, let's see how many flights. I mean, it really depends on the length of the flight because you might have 3 flights that take 5 days each trip. So the trip, maybe it's a multi-sector. It gets you Dubai, Christchurch, Sydney, Dubai, Sydney, Sydney, Christchurch, and then back. Christchurch, Sydney, Sydney, Dubai. That takes 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Before there were so many that were having 3 destinations apart from Dubai. So it really depends on the type of flights that you get, but you can also get like 8 flights, 8 different destinations in a month, including some turnarounds. So perhaps with the layovers, you can get maybe 6 layovers, 7. Yeah. So if they're all different to each other, then you can visit countless amount of countries. But obviously, you don't always get what you want. Yeah, that's life. So yeah, it's quite random. You can ask for flights, but it's rare that they give you what you ask for. So let's see. How long have you worked in Emirates and why did you decide to leave? Good one. So there's a full video about that actually as well. But I worked in Emirates for 5.5 years, all in economy class, which is kind of crazy talking to the crew nowadays because they do upgrades in a year or even less. But yeah, it was a period of time during COVID as well. I mean, I joined prior COVID, 2016, but they stopped hiring as much as they were doing before and as much as they're doing now. Then COVID happened. They were supposed to go up things again, but then completely obviously stopped. So, and I left Emirates because of not wanting to be a number anymore. I wanted to matter for my life. I wanted to be feeling important for myself, not just being a number and being told what to do when things didn't make sense. And that's one of the things that I've taken to heart the most, because I was told to do something work related, or maybe not even work related, just out of nonsense, none of the customer service related, none of safety and security, just because someone else was above me in grade, so could tell me what to do. And if I didn't, then I would be reported. I will get in trouble with the company. I would need to take time on my day off and go to the manager and explain why I didn't do that. So, you know what? Ain't for me this anymore. I've traveled my countries. I've explored. And to be honest, I started, while being in Dubai and Emirates, I started to get to see actually first that there were other ways of earning a salary, and I was completely unaware of how. So I started researching that, and that's how I actually ended up here. The research was very meticulous and actually took a lot of time because it was not easy to find information on how to make money online. I mean, yeah, 2018, 2019, I started researching those things. I mean, obviously there were information, but not as clear, not as clear as there are now. Obviously there were more information in 2019 than there was in 2010, whatever. But yeah, that's and to have more freedom, to be able to stay in a country, in a place as long as I wanted, and to decide, okay, I'm gonna leave tomorrow. It's expensive to do it in this way, but to be honest, I wanted freedom. I want freedom, and that's for me. That's for me. Freedom for me is a priority, and will always be a priority, even when it's going to be in a relationship. And freedom doesn't have to be correlated to disrespect. because that's something really important to differentiate. Freedom doesn't mean disrespect, doesn't mean that I do whatever I want. Yes, I do whatever I want, but with consideration of the other person, and with respect, and all these kind of things are not non-negotiable, are non-negotiable. But yeah, to have the freedom of being able to say anything I want to say, not what I feel to say, but what I want to say, and to just live life in the way that I feel best. That's freedom for me. So now I'm being completely free. So that's why it's like, you want freedom, that's a shallow life. Really? I mean, I can't understand where these people are coming from. If seeking freedom is a shallow life, really, I can't. I'm not able to do that. Do this to the camera, trust me. Okay, let's see. Omar, if it's something weird, I'm gonna block you. Just kidding. But let's see what it does. Anyway, welcome to America. Thank you so much. Welcome to India in the future. Near future, no, nor near future, but I will come to India in the future, yes, for sure. I mean, it's not in my plans yet, India. Okay, I'm looking at that one. Nothing happened with the two. Maybe it's not, a setting is not selected. Anyway, so thank you. Welcome me to Brazil. Yeah, Brazil is another country that I have. No, I've been to Sao Paulo. Yeah, but I didn't see much, to be honest. So shame on me. So I should be coming. I will be going to Rio as well. It's one of those countries like India. I want to go, but not in the near future, and I don't know yet when. Ram, how many times did you echo? Thank you. Retracting the messages. Yeah, guys, don't spam the chat, because in this way, it gets blocked, so you cannot text anymore. So thank you for retracting the messages. Yeah. Do you have access to UAE citizenship when you start to work in Emirates Cabin Crew? Not a citizenship, but a residency. You get access and provided with a temporary residency. Okay, and that gets you plenty of things to access to. It's really beneficial to have a temporary residency, so you can buy apartments, you can do anything, but as long it's temporary, because as long as you work with Emirates, then you're able to have that residency. As soon as the work with Emirates stops, then they revoke and remove the residency, okay, the visa residency. But to be honest, I mean, it depends on the passport that you have. You can enter Dubai anytime. Then it's quite free as a passport visa kind of regulations. I'm from Italy, from Milan originally. Yep. Let's see some more question. Are you gonna depart from Newark, New York, and arrive to Athens, Greece, and after Dubai? No, I don't do that flight now. I can see where you're coming from. You know that there's Athens, Newark as a flight. Dubai, Athens, Newark, Athens, Dubai. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I don't have Dubai in plan yet, anytime soon. So I'll I actually, in the very near future, I wanna come back to Japan. I gotta be honest. I mean, I love Tokyo. Tokyo has been beautiful, and you're gonna see why. Yeah, it's really interesting, Japan. And to be honest, in the spring, kind of autumn, it's one of the best weather ever. Let me see. I'm going up if I missed any other question before coming towards the end. Can you tell us what you learned from experiences at cabin crew? That's a good one as well. That's a good one. I'm gonna answer that. So what I learned as experiences as a cabin crew. I mean, the biggest and abstract experience that I've learned is actually being it's a skill, I would say, almost. It's being able to adapt to the situation, to the place that I am in. And that's really beneficial because I can, fit in, not for the true meaning of fitting in, if you know what I mean, but I'm able to, be seen as a local almost, and it gets me safely from point A to point B. So that's one of the skills. For example, in South Africa, I've noticed that a lot. The fact of having the experience of knowing how to go around, knowing how to move, actually gets me safe, and it's really, I feel blessed with that. And yeah, that's one of the main things as a cabin crew. In traveling to so many places, you actually spot the peculiarities of different cultures, and you're able to use that to your leverage anytime, anywhere you are. And the fact actually of being able to connect with other people, thanks to the fact that you've been traveling so much as a cabin crew, it's a beautiful thing, because for example, here in US, there's I don't know, many drivers from Asia or Arabic countries, and I'm able to connect with them. Where are you from? So connected, listening to where they are from, which cities they're from, and I'm able to say, I've been here, I've been there. That's a beautiful place, and it's beautiful. The fact of being a cabin crew, okay, actually, as the job of the cabin crew, the experience I've gotten is that work related as well, apart from obviously the technical things of the aviation, but um, service related, that asking things in a certain way gets you a different result, probably. So for example, and this is something that I've been telling some friends in the past, that those friends that I had a dinner here in LA the other day, they one of them reminded me that I gave a very good tip that has been really helpful to this person, and it was about when you ask for a water on a plane or anything else, adding, instead of saying can I have a water, you add can I have a water when you get the chance, or when you have time, or you can even put it before, when you have time, may I have a water, can I have a water. When you do that, actually you're not just asking, but you're considerate towards the crew that are having so many other things to do perhaps, and many times more important things to do, which is safety related. For example, as soon as you get on board, the main focus is not service. The main focus is safety and security, and getting the plane as ready as quickly as possible. So adding that when you get the chance, even during the flight, actually, it kind of gets you so far ahead, and gets you the chances of getting what you're asking for so much more. So that's one of the things that I've learned, that have been really helpful. So hopefully can be helpful to you as well. I'm pretty sure it will. Milan is beautiful. Is there Wi-Fi in the crew accommodation when you move in? When I moved in, no, there was not, and that was one of the challenging things as well. But nowadays, many of the buildings are actually Emirates owned. So by being owned by Emirates, it actually provided with the Wi-Fi as well. So within the complex, there's Wi-Fi that you can purchase. It's not for free. You have to purchase it actually, but it's there. You don't have to go to Etisalat or do the phone companies and get a Wi-Fi and bring it home. Like in the same day, the same night you arrive to the accommodation, which you just landed from your home country, you arrived in Dubai, you have Wi-Fi, which is really a lifesaver, I would say, because some people will freak out if they don't have internet connection. I might be one of them. No, just kidding. I'm good without. Can't work, but I'm good without. Let me see. Coming to India. Let's say after you buy a house in Dubai and you stop working for Emirates, then what is gonna happen with your residency? True. I mean, but you got the apartment already, so you were matching all the regulations for buying the apartment. Then obviously you have it, like you're the owner. So even if you leave Emirates, then you're the owner of the apartment. So either it's a mortgage. If it's a mortgage, you gotta be keep on paying that one, or if it was a down payment only once, then I mean it's yours. So there's obviously so many more details specifically to the situation of the person itself, but um, you're able to do that. That's for sure. I mean, so many people have done it. Uh, I don't know if I wish I would have done it as well, but I think I'm good in not having bought an apartment in Dubai. Even though investment wise, I mean, it's always good to be honest to buy an apartment. So actually, yeah, but get an apartment if you're going in Dubai. If you're going to Dubai as a cabin crew, I mean, or even not as a cabin crew, if you have the chance, you want to buy an apartment, why not? It's really good. It's a good investment. And as a crew, to be honest, you are if you get the chance to get the allowance from the company, so move out from the apartment that Emirates provides to you, and you move in your own house. I mean, then things always change, but throughout the years, you are paid to live out. You're paid to from the company to pay the rent. So actually get a mortgage. You are having Emirates paying for your own apartment. How awesome is that? Obviously, now they put some restrictions, so you cannot live out the apartment unless you have family members or you're married, and that's about it. Yeah, so it got more challenging, but at the beginning, I wish actually no, it was not open yet. When I just arrived to Dubai, I was waiting for the live out to be open so that I could move out even if I wasn't married, but it never opened, and or maybe just for a couple of months. But I was living with my friend. Yeah, true, it just opened, but I was living with my friend back in the days in Dubai. So it was like, no, come on, we have a 2 bedroom apartment, living together. No, I'm not gonna live out. There's no need. But that would have been a good move to purchase an apartment there, even a studio, something small. Emirates is paying for that, and even if it costs a little more, then you pay the difference, whatever, but you're getting your own property, which is really good. Let's see. Yeah, keep uploading new videos. Ram, I will do that. I appreciate the push. Yeah, that's good, man. Gotta push each other. How much to own an apartment in Dubai? I mean, it really depends on the location. The location is the biggest filter of differences in prices. So yeah, if you select different locations, you can actually see the prices. And to be honest, you can go directly yourself on Dubizzle. On Dubizzle, Dubi, Z L E dot AE should be. You can see the apartments there. Yeah, so that's where you can look at the prices for different locations. Dubai Silicon Oasis was actually a very good location because it's kind of centered, not completely in the center, but it's like 15-20 minutes away from everywhere, and it's a bit farther out so that you don't get the whole traffic that usually gets on Sheikh Zayed Road. All right, but to be honest, nowadays, I'm gonna tell it to you guys. If you're thinking about buying an apartment in Dubai, nowadays buying in the southern part of Dubai, I think is the best deal because they are building so much there, including a new airport. So yeah, you kind of wanna get that chance. So why am I not buying in Dubai? That's a really good question, but because I don't feel like being in Dubai soon. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that, and I don't want to deal with the paperwork regulations. In Dubai, things are actually quite slow sometimes in Dubai, and everybody ping pongs each other responsibilities, so that you actually never get a straight answer. So it's sometimes it's very difficult. It's a headache to deal with documents and things like this. So that's one of the reasons why I actually don't want to. I mean, I have access to so many other places, and I'm still deciding where to base myself. So, but yeah, if you know Dubai might be the place for you, yeah, that's a way to go. Let me see any other question while I read. Let me sip a little coffee. Simple. Let's see. Is there Wi-Fi? Okay, that one I read. Think Do you think a cabin crew is important in life? I mean, can improve the person. It's a good experience. Yeah, yeah, it can definitely improve you as a person. I mean, it all depends how you take those experiences, like everything in life. It depends how you take them, either challenges or good things. Can make it or break it. Let's say, but it can enhance and make you grow definitely because I mean, whenever you go out in the layover in a new city, you're actually getting uncomfortable and you need to find a way to get around. So it actually builds you a bit more of a character, and yeah, I think it's extremely beneficial to do that, and that's why so many people say traveling is extremely important. Not just traveling to go to a resort and have everything planned out for you. Like travel, like adventures as well. Something a bit more, not planned, not everything structured for you. I mean, if you do that on your own by yourself, then it's good. It's what I mean. If you structure things yourself, you're actually finding ways to get around and to plan things and to move and to do. So it's really beneficial and it grows you. I think I completely agree with that. I mean, there's a thumb up continuing appearing, but I'm not doing a thumb up. Maybe with the microphone. Oh, sorry. Maybe with the mic. Yeah. Where am I now? I'm in LA, Los Angeles. Any tips to pass the flight attendant interviews? Yes, so many actually. Okay, the first. Yeah, I'm gonna do another live regarding the many tips, but the first thing and one of the most important ones that, in my opinion, determines if you pass through the interview, okay, the final interview, or not, is calmness. Being calm gives you the highest chances of getting the job. And this is because of different reasons. Like one of them being when you are on the aircraft, you are having hundreds of people in front of you, looking at you, staring at you, and you are under pressure, but you still need to perform. You need to perform customer service, you need to perform safety procedures, like the manual demonstration sometimes of the safety exits and things like this. Sometimes when the screen does not work, you need to do it manually. You need to be able to perform regardless. So if you're not able to stay calm in a situation that is one-on-one, then why would they take you when you are in front of hundreds of people? Really important. Another reason for that is because if you're a bit more calm, I mean, that's not a reason, but maybe a fact. If you're calmer, I mean, you perform better, okay? You are actually able to gather your thoughts in a more clearer way and to express them better. But also, you're like, yeah, I don't care if I get chosen or not, even if you do, but I don't care. Yeah, I'm good, if you go with that attitude, which is how I went, because I was like, and I did that consciously actually, because I was noticing a little bit of being nervous. So I remember being like, you know what? If I don't get chosen in Emirates, who cares? I'm going to New York. I'm gonna try live there for whatever amount of time I want, And that was a dream of mine, actually living in New York. That was the peak. So I was in Tenerife, Spain, at the Canary Islands in that moment, with the open day as well. So I was like, you know what? If I don't go to Dubai, better. I'll go to New York. That's actually better. It excites me more because I didn't know much about Dubai. It was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll try. And that's how, I mean, throughout the whole process of the open day and then in the interview, then I gotten good. So I got accepted straight away. So that's and I've talked with many crew on board, many people, and they had the same experience, the same feeling of being relaxed and be like, yeah, I didn't really want it neither, I just went there because a friend of mine went, so I was just there with her or with him. I went because I heard it about it. I was like, okay, maybe good for my resume, for random reasons, being calm got them the job and got us the job. So tip number one, be calm and relaxed. And tip number two, going hand in hand with this one, stick to what Emirates tells you on the website that you need to go with in the open day. For example, dress code. Follow that one, because if you're not able to, like, on the spot, literally, go as close as you can to what Emirates tells you that you need to present yourself as. Because if you're not able to follow simple instructions, how can they trust you that you will follow safety procedures on board, which is actually really important. You're actually responsible for hundreds of people on the plane, and on the plane. So, no, I did not join Emirates back. Where can my subscribers meet me? That's a good one. I might be doing some meetups in the future. Yeah, now I'm gonna. I mean, I always, I frequently say this, but I'm gonna relax a little bit now, and then we'll do more of these things. Put more content, but I have a urge of putting more content out and create a more stable community for you guys, and give you more tips, more value. And that's actually why this live as well, I'm keeping it more than an hour, over 1.5 now, because I want to give more. And so the way that you can meet me can be in the future in the meetups, or if you're in San Francisco, let's have a quick coffee there. Okay, let me know. I haven't seen anyone in San Francisco. Anyone in US at all? Let's see. Besti biryani, Frango Street, Pakistani. Yeah, I mean, on the street, some kiosks on the street are really good. Did a cabin crew help you in your work today? Did a cabin crew help me in my work today? You mean like the cabin crew experience helped me in the work today? I mean, to be honest, part of the work that I do now, it's traveling. So yes, certainly it helped me in the work that I do. I'm not employed by anyone. Like I'm working for myself. So it's helping me for whatever I'm doing. Yeah, which is different ways of earning a salary, which is with affiliate marketing, online courses, some trading as well, and social media, obviously YouTube. So these are all different things that I do. I think it's very important to diversify the investments and have different streams of income. It creates a bit more stability over the long run. So yeah, I think any tips to pass the interview? Cover that. How many years did you spend working as a cabin crew? 5.5 in economy class, all of them. Yep. Awesome. I think I have covered all the questions for now, for all of you here. Tell me, Stefano, please tell me which place is excellent for children's. Whenever I see your videos, I miss someone in your videos. I mean, what do you mean? Which place is excellent for children? In Dubai, I bet. I mean, in Dubai, every place is good for children. Dubai Miracle Garden, Dubai Jumeirah, it's really good for children. They have playgrounds all over the place, so it's really good. Dubai Hills might be good as well for living, and towards the southern part of Dubai, closer to the palms. There's some areas, some residential centers. Let me actually see if I can look at the map now, Dubai, and tell you directly the location, because I'm not remembering the exact neighborhood. Let's see. I'm looking at Al Barsha. Yeah, Al Barsha, it's good. Jumeirah Village Circle. That was good, actually. I've seen there were some playgrounds. It's actually really nice. Al Barsha, it's really good. It's a bit farther than the center. Yeah, you see, actually, I'm gonna show you if you can see, hopefully. Barsha. Yeah, Al Barsha, it's towards the middle part of Dubai. Anyway, so that's about it. That can be good. Awesome. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna. You wanna buy my course? Okay. The course of nutrition. The courses of nutrition. It's on Udemy, and let me leave the. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave it in the description. So after we finish the live, I will go in the description of the video and leave the link of my nutrition course over there. Okay, it's on a platform called Udemy. So it's, I mean, I put the course there. It's not my own website yet. In the future, I might be doing that, or maybe not. It's already many years that, a couple of years that it's been there. Yeah, a couple of years now. So it has been actually at some point it has been the highest rated nutrition course on the platform. How awesome was that? That was awesome. There should be some clapping audio sound effect. Yeah. So yeah, you can do that. And if I mean for other ways of making money online, I'm actually sharing those ways on my personal Instagram, Stefano.Avellino. That's my Instagram where I talk a bit more technical in the ways of making an income for yourself. Either it's an extra on top of your current job and salary, or you actually want to, undertake the similar path that I've undertaken. So yeah, that's about that. I'm actually getting ready some good things, products for free, guides, for everyone that wants to take a similar path to mine. And I'm gonna be sharing more details on there on Instagram. I don't have a YouTube yet for my personal one. So thank you. I was searching for the course. Okay, I will be leaving the link in the description. When you get married in Dubai while working in the company, after what is happening when you get married in Dubai while working for the company? Everything is good. Nothing happens. And after you stopped, nothing happens. It's normal now to get married in Dubai. You can actually nowadays you can live in Dubai with your partner even if you're not married. That's a big news. That's a big change for Dubai. So they are actually developing. I mean, since they are welcoming so many expats, it's actually making sense that they allow these things to be present. In Dubai, it's like 70%. I will say it's expats. So I don't have the exact number now, but there's not so many locals. It's built with expats. So yeah, okay. I see another question. Ming, I find it a bit unstable, or even like an action that can end up regretful for person that start to work as a cabin crew, because Emirates definitely want to crew young, wasting potential of youth. I mean, yeah, Emirates wants young people to join the company, and I don't know if it will be a waste potential of youth, if that's what you mean. I think that, yeah, obviously they want to use the youth of people, and to be honest, it's not the healthiest job that you can do, because the body is placed onto severe stress, because you are forced to not to sleep. You are forced to do crazy timings, and you fly all over the globe, sometimes over the North Pole as well, to go to US from Dubai, and that's a considerate amount of radiations, so it's not healthy whatsoever. That's why as well, that was one of the main reasons as well why I left Emirates, because of forcing my body not to go to sleep, and started to become very unhealthy. So that's something. But to be honest, being young is actually a good benefit to do that job, because you have so much energies. If you do that for 3 years, I think that, for example, they have the limit of 3 years. After 3 years, you cannot donate organs anymore if you have been working as a cabin crew for more than 3 years. Less than 3 years is still okay. Might be changing those numbers, but that's the bottom line. It's good to do the job for some time, but long term might be it's not certain, but might be damaging your body. It's actually a lot of stress body wise, so it makes sense. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a waste of youthful, because I mean, you're living life, living life. It's awesome, to be honest. Thank you, Adil. Take care too. Thank you for the time, and thank you. Let's meet up in LA. I mean, if you're here, I leave tomorrow, so it's a chance. It's a challenge, but drop me a message on Instagram, and you can also try to leave a comment on this video as well. Yeah, down below, not in the live, but not in the live chat because they disappear. So you can leave it down there in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Mean saying I really appreciate to take the time. Rare nowadays. I really appreciate that, guys. Really, it's what I want to bring in this community, in this YouTube channel. Being real, and caring for each other. It's rare, like you said. It's rare. So someone's got to do it. Like we need to help each other and support each other and strive each other to be the best version of ourselves, whatever that means to you. Okay, whatever that means to you. Everyone has its own priorities and goals, so don't let anyone talk you down out of it. Absolutely. Like, for example, in the ways that I express myself on this YouTube channel, I have someone telling me that I'm with how was that I'm talking too much about myself and only me, and I have other people saying that it's you shouldn't talk so much about others and talk about yourself a bit more, because that's what like there's always going to be someone that criticizes the way that you're doing things. So you know best for yourself. Follow what's your gut feeling. If you truly feel that, go for it. Don't let your family members neither talk you out of what's your dream. You're crazy until you're successful. Then you're a genius. This is a quote from Mr. Beast. And amen to that. That's so true. You're crazy until you're successful. Then you're a genius. I'm going to leave you with that one, guys. Thank you so much for showing up here and staying until the end. I love you all. It's been a beautiful one. I'm going to keep in contact with you in community posts. I'm going to create a stronger community here on YouTube and any other platform as well, but I'll keep you updated on everything. I'm in LA, going to San Francisco, then New York, then Argentina. From Argentina, I'll be doing another live, so stay tuned. You can follow me on Instagram in the meantime, both on Sense the Lens and on stefano.avellino. I keep sharing all kinds of things in both of accounts. So thank you so much again. I wish you a blessed day, a blessed night. Take care and stay blessed as always.